This video is your wake-up call. Only 16% of immigrants will get PR in Canada in 2026. That's 1 in 6 workers. Here's how that number happens. The government released the immigration levels plan for the next year. The total PR target, 380,000. Economic PR allocation, just over 239,000. Work permit holders, just under 1.5 million. The result? 16% chance, 1 in 6 immigrants making it through. But before you panic, there is actually some good news, and I'll show you the fastest growing PR streams that can double your odds if you act right now. If you're new here, I'm Max Matic, an educational influencer simplifying government policy straight from the source by interviewing various ministers and premiers. I literally just went to Ottawa for the budget lockup, so you don't have to read 400 pages of policy yourself. Let's decode it in plain English. Everyone keeps talking about cuts, but here's the stat nobody's sharing. The share of economic immigrants actually grew from 229,000 to 239,800 PRs. And the biggest winner? The provincial nominee program. PNPs jumped from 55,000 to 91,000 spots, almost double next year. So if you're not in the right province or the right job, you could literally miss out on one of the biggest PR booms in years. But it's complicated to understand which one works for you, as there's over 70 different PNPs across Canada. That's why we built prjobs.ca. It filters jobs that lead to PR and shows you the exact pathway. Type your job, pick your city, and see your PR options instantly. Now, if you're a Ukrainian or thinking of applying under the humanitarian and compassionate program, this next part could save you years of stress. Roughly 300,000 Ukrainians hold work permits right now, but only 6,900 H&C spots exist with about 50,000 people in the queue. That's why people fear 10-year waits. But that's not the whole story. If your case is strong, stage 1 approval can arrive faster, letting you apply for an open work permit while you're waiting. And with Bill C-12, weak cases can now be cancelled altogether. In simple terms, it will allow the Minister of Immigration to hit select all and then delete. So make sure that before you submit, you ask yourself, will this case survive Bill C-12? Is it a real case? Because that's what officers are asking. If you need legal help, you can connect with our lawyers by scanning the QR code or just going to the link in the description. If you're married to a PR or a citizen, you're in one of the safest lanes in the entire system in 2026. These stay steady at 66,000 spots. Constitutionally protected, no CRS scores, no lotteries, and we filmed a full tutorial for the process with an immigration consultant. It's linked below the video. Remember, this stream will never close because families need to be reunited. Here's the biggest trap for entrepreneurs. Half the seats just vanished. Startup visa dropped from 1,000 to 500, and self-employed is paused until 2027. That's the government cracking down on fake startups. So what's still working? Only those backed by verified accelerators or VCs on the list. If you're building something real, you can still make it, but your paperwork has to prove it. This is the headline you've seen everywhere, but few realize how tiny the window actually is. When it launches, expect chaos. Just imagine a crowd of 50 people and only one walks away with PR. Last time in 2021, 90,000 spots filled up in under 2 months. This time, 33,000 spots and 1.45 million potential applicants with work permits in Canada. That's just 2% of workers. You can't control when IRCC opens the gates, but you can control how ready you are when that happens. Book your language test early. Get your ECA if you studied abroad. Gather proof now. Testing centers will sell out fast. Because when the program opens, every minute counts, and one missing document could cost your spot. And have a lawyer on standby. We'll be offering legal review sessions so you can submit perfectly on day 1. Scan the QR code or go to the link in the description. If you want to meet the people shaping these policies, not just read about them, here's your chance. Join our annual Changing Immigration Order conference in Halifax. Government leaders, lawyers, employers, all under one roof to decode the new targets. Just scan this QR code or go to the description to register for free. Now, if your work permit is expiring soon, these 2 little-known exemptions could save your status and extend it until you can get your PR. The first one is C51 Charitable Permit, work for a non-profit, no LMIA. There's plenty of these in Canada. And second, C16 Francophone Mobility LMIA Exempt Work Permit. That's only if you speak French. And speaking of French, this is the cheat code no one is using. French-speaking PR targets are rising again. If you invest a year or 2 in learning French, you could get PR through the low threshold French draws, sometimes hundreds of CRS points below others. So yes, only 16% of immigrants will get PR in 2026. But if you plan smart, target the right stream and prepare early, you can be one of them. Because in immigration, luck doesn't pick winners. Preparation does. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like this video and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And I highly recommend you watch this video next on how to see and build your PR strategy.